Good Sam Empire Classic from Las Vegas, all part of Feast Week, presented by Lowe's. And tonight, a clash of the #1 and #2 teams in the land, Gonzaga and UCLA. It's a rematch of last season's epic overtime national semifinal. The Bulldogs and the Bruins about to light up T-Mobile Arena. It is a very special night, and it's also the return of the voice of college basketball, Dick Vitale. Thanks so much for being with us, everyone. I'm Dave O'Brien. Sean Farnham with us as well tonight. Dickie, it is so great to see. I know you would not miss this. All of you are aware that Dick is battling cancer. The fact that you've made it out to Las Vegas for a game that I know you had circled for a long, long time is just awesome. Great to see you.
It's great being here, Dave. I didn't want to cry. I can't believe I'm sitting here. It's just really a big thrill for me. I want to thank all you people. Sent me so many great messages. ESPN, Jimmy Pitaro, all my buddies at ESPN. I want to thank certainly my family and all the fans. You've been unbelievable. On October 12th, Obi, I'll be honest with you, when they walked in and told me I had cancer, they thought it was mild lung cancer. And it was really going to be a serious surgery and all. I never dreamt at 82 that I'll ever be on courtside again, but to be here today, I'm sorry. I hope I don't cause a problem out there, but I feel so emotional.
Don't apologize for anything.
Well, and the game is the big thing. So let's get this game going. Talk some basketball.
You're the best.
Really.
You're the best. Well, it is a tremendous matchup. When you think about that national semifinal, how it ended on a buzzer beater, a phenomenal, iconic game. And now here they are, a new year, and the top two teams in college basketball.
Well, it's always great having #1 and #2 and a lot of talent on the floor. We got big-time talent. You certainly look, when you look at Gonzaga, you see Holgram there, 7-footer, multi-skilled, but probably the favorite to win Player of the Year, Mr. Timmy. He's a dominator on the inside, great footwork. And then you look at UCLA, Johnny Druzan came the way of Kentucky, went back home, and Mick Cronin has done an amazing job bringing back a winning mentality and a culture. He brought discipline, he brought toughness, and UCLA is back. This is the first time ever, Obi, somebody told me this, I believe it's true, that we got #1 and 2 playing each other, both from the West Coast.
Yes.
West Coast basketball's back, baby. It's back big time.
And so is Dickie V, and we are underway as UCLA wins the opening tip, coming in at 5-0. Starting lineups brought to you by ZipRecruiter, and for UCLA, Chris Druzan coming off a rough shooting night last night. Bernard, Jaquez, Campbell, the point guard, and 6'10", Miles Johnson. Holmgren on the baseline, giving chase. And on the line, so the Bruins will have it.
I wouldn't give much stock into last night's shooting percentage. I'll tell you why. No way psychologically could UCLA emotionally and mentally be thinking about playing a game where they knew really the talent just outdid certainly Bellarmine, but they were thinking here, playing #1 in the nation. So I really wiped that out in terms of statistics. I really do.
I think you can be forgiven for looking ahead a little bit. No question for a game like this.
You know, UCLA playing without their real center, Mr. Riley.
Johnson inside and gets the first one.
Johnson from out of Rutgers. Brilliant. I mean, was a brilliant student. Graduated in engineering. I can't even say the engineering classes he was taking. Unbelievable.
Degree in electrical engineering.
Computer engineering. Look at the size difference inside. Holmgren on the post.
Bang it inside.
Oh, great pass.
Has the rebound knocked away, and the Bruins come up the floor with the basketball.
I mean, there's no doubt Holmgren's got to get stronger. He's working in the weight room like crazy, but his skills are off the charts for a guy that big.
Campbell. Jaquez trying a long-range shot.
He's so underrated, Jaquez. Really a special player.
Banked in. Empire with the first basket. As you look at the Zags starting lineup, it's brought to you by ZipRecruiter. There's Timmy, Holmgren. They go 6'10" and 7 feet. Strother.
They want Nembhard, so underrated as well. As a point guard nationally, he knows how to play. Very cerebral, knows how to get the ball to the proper people. Mark Few raves about him. Mark Few, by the way, is putting on Hall of Fame numbers. I mean, it will be soon. He will get a call from out there in Massachusetts.
And about 83% of his games since 2000, the year became a head coach. And 22 consecutive trips to the NCAA tournament. Twice, Dick, he's been a runner-up. Will this be the year he wears the crown?
Tell you one thing. He doesn't have to do much more. When you look at that record, he's dominated. And during the pre-conference schedule, he plays every biggie. Because after this one, he's got a date with a team called DUKE.
Juzang, tough shot. Picked off by Holmgren.
He can handle the ball, Holmgren. He's got great skills. Look at this.
Look at this.
7
7
foot.
feet.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Come on, Obi. Are you serious? Oh, America. He is so unique. He is so different. Myron Metcalf of ESPN wrote a whole column about how he's the most unique player in college basketball. Oh, when he gets stronger, watch out.
Jaquez pounding his way into the lane. Little turnaround. That won't drop, but it's going to be kicked out by the Zags. Here he is, taking the ball end to end.
Look at the agility. Look at the mobility. Oh, man.
The highest ranked recruit ever signed by Mark Few. Won 4 state titles in high school in Minnesota.
He played with Suggs. Remember him? Jalen was a tremendous player. He had that dramatic shot to beat UCLA to go to the final game. What a game that was.
Bernard, a lot of iron. He's hitting 44%. UCLA's just 1 for 7 to start. And a whistle is 17:04 to go here in the first half.
Let's look at Mick Cronin. Came the way of Cincinnati. A lot of people didn't think he could adjust to life in certainly Hollywood there in Westwood. But let me tell you, he made the adjustment big time. And Rick Pitino, who he served as an assistant, when he got hired, called me on the phone. He said he will be a big success. He's smart enough to adapt. He will go to his personnel. He will take his personnel and up the tempo. Didn't play at that tempo at Cincinnati, but he's done it here. And he's done a great job recruiting. Paul Biancardi sent me a text the other day, who does our recruiting, and he said absolutely he's got a tremendous class coming in next year. Kimberly Bailey, some say might be the best in the country.
Jaquez with a personal, by the way, to put Bolton in the line. Jaquez with a 3, straight on, got a real good look. And rebounded away by Strother.
Strother really is a great addition to his team. Gives him size at the wing there.
Yeah, 6'7", and this is his home. And it's Nembhard on target with a triple.
Nice start.
So the Zags open up an 8-2 lead.
Yeah, nice little start by the Zags. They really play at a fast pace.
Up top, long range, and a triple by Juzang.
They needed that on Juzang. Oh, Kentucky wishes they had him in their uniform. Oh, they had him. Didn't get a lot of playing time. Very simply, the reason they had Quickly and Maxey, both guys NBA players.
Holmgren in close, and that's going to roll in.
He looks so frail when you look at his body, right?
He does.
And he looks so frail. He's a lot tougher than what he looks, let me tell you that.
You want to take him out for a steak?
Oh, well, I had a great steak last night at the Palm.
I knew you'd get that in. Here comes Johnson, and Johnson draws the foul.
Johnson kids out of Rutgers. What a job being done down there by Steve Peichel.
We have a timeout. Gonzaga on top 10-5. And when we come back, a gift for a legend. That would be you, my man.
You're a legend. You and your Red Sox.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Camping World, America's #1 RV dealer, and Continental Tire. For every surface in every season, Continental Tire has a tire for you. I have a feeling that Mr. Sinatra is going to make an appearance on the show. We are in Vegas right now. Let's toss it to the other Mr. Vegas, Sean Farnham.
Let's be honest, the college basketball season started, but it really feels like the last 4 minutes it just began. Why? Because Dick Vitale is back on the sideline. And college coaches and fans across the country understand how significant it is to have Dickie V back, the voice of college basketball for the last 40 years. These two schools make custom-made jerseys. This one says Dickie V. This one says never give up. College basketball fans around the world are supporting you, Dick, through your fight against cancer. I remember growing up in NorCal, going to the Blockbuster videos, getting the old VHSs of the Rolls Roycers, the PTPers. You're awesome with a capital A, Dick, and we're so excited that you're back. calling games. These jerseys are for you to know that the college basketball world is behind you.
Well, thanks so much, Sean. It's really nice of you. And thank the schools and the young kids there for me. Get me their addresses. I'll mail them something. I want to mail them a gift. Get me both kids' addresses.
We'll get it done. We'll get it done.
People out there think, wow, that's not going to happen. It happens all the time. I've seen you in action. I know what you're like. But, talking about everything you've done for cancer research, this is one of the reasons you're hearing. It's not just the basketball stuff. It's what you've done off the court, away from the court. You're hearing from all of these superstars. Derek Jeter reached out to you today.
Well, I got a text message from Derek, Frank Thomas, baseball guys, and so many people. I mean, I couldn't even say thank you to them all because I was just besieged. But I got a great phone call from Jimmy Pitaro, a fine president, great communicator, and all of ESPN. 43 years I'm there. That's half of my life.
The very first game, college basketball game ever broadcast on ESPN.
December
1979, yeah.
1979, wow.
You did that, and we were off to the races.
Here we go.
Timmy. Scoop shot, makes it, he'll be at the line. The 6'10 junior from Dallas and the Player of the Year candidate looking for a three-point play.
He's so dominant on the inside. Nice drive to the goal right there. Great footwork. Let me tell you about this. Bob Wischusen and I, the last time I did a game was actually March 10th, and it was here in Vegas. It was Gonzaga, the championship of the WCC, and beat a good St. Mary's team. But he came off the bench a couple years ago, and Mark Few told me this the other day. I'll never forget this. He replaced the outstanding player Petrusif, and for about 8 minutes he went wild. And I went ballistic and said, Timmy, get to know that name. He's going to be a superstar. That was one time I'm right. I'm usually wrong about 90 times.
Okay, that's a difficult shot. They really harassed him in the paint.
But they play at some pace. You got to get back defensively in transition. They run, baby, they run.
And Bolton with the triple out of the corner, and they open up a 16-6 lead, and UCLA will try and stop it.
Tell you what, they're running game transition. They did the same thing when they went to battle with Texas, and Texas got outstanding personnel.
Tire challenge, number 5 Duke taking on number 1 Gonzaga right on this floor in Vegas, Friday night, 10:30 Eastern. And they have met 4 times in their history, Dick. The Blue Devils winning the first 3, the Bulldogs winning the last one. That was almost 3 years ago to the day when they were ranked number 3 and Duke was number 1.
Well, Duke brings some real talent. You talk about the freshman, Magaro is absolutely sensational. And then the key for them is the development on the interior consistently under the big guy, Williams. If he plays to a high level like he did at the end of the year, Mike Krzyzewski's got a dynamite team. He told me, I really like my team.
Bernard looking underneath, inside from Nuba, had position, couldn't convert it, and a whistle with 14:48 to go here in the first half.
In fairness to UCLA, they're playing without a really vital part of their team. Their post player, Riley. They think, Nick told me on the phone when I spoke to him, he thinks he'll have him back in about 2 weeks. And that's a big plus.
Yep, 6'9" senior from Kansas City.
Double-figure scorer. Whenever I see those letters, UCLA, immediately comes to my mind. The Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden, comes to my mind. Louis Alcindor, now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The big redhead,
yes.
Bill Walton. Are you kidding me? Name a school that's had 2 as good as those 2.
Marquez denying the late shot clock a factor now. Long one coming and knocked down by Juzang.
Well, Juzang, keep him in the game here. Juzang is second 3. He just couldn't get the playing time down there at Kentucky. And I understand why. Calabre had 2 pros on the perimeter.
Foul, a travel in the paint. So it's going to be a traveling violation on Timmy.
Playing Timmy down tough inside. That's Mr. Juzang with that jumper. He's lethal when he goes to the right. You watch him when he bounces the ball and goes to his right and pulls up on that jumper. He went back home to California. Nothing like sweet home, baby. I got to believe he's a BMC big man on campus.
Well, he slipped there. Nemar down the lane to lay it in. And that slip cost him.
Yeah, Nemar got the score on that drive. I thought he should have dropped it off. A little bounce pass. Drop it on a dime and get him a little layup inside.
Jaquez up against Timmy. Heck of a matchup there. A lot of banging, and he swats it away.
Good play right there by Timmy. Oh, they really moved the ball. What ball movement? What ball movement? Are you kidding me? Move the basketball. Move without the ball. Get some movement. Get the basketball to move. Great execution. What efficiency right there.
Estrada came into the game hitting 52% beyond the three-point line. Kicked around. UCLA's going to scoop it up. Bernard on the attack. Trying to convert here. Gonzaga again. And a high rebound. And a whistle with 13-17 to go. Personal foul. That'll be against Nuba of UCLA. Nice defense inside by Timmy.
Well, Timmy had a tough time trying to handle him last year in that dramatic game. That was such a dramatic game last year when Suggs hit that shot. You know, you think about dramatic shots. Obviously, Leitner's shot. I always gave the Leitner shot a little edge on that for this reason. The pass that Grant Hill had to make to get Leitner the ball with that time left was so unique and special. And don't forget the shot by Jenkins and Villanova to beat North Carolina. We've had some magical moments, and certainly Suggs' shot ranks right up there.
Anton Watson, the junior, out of Spokane into the ball game. Here's Rother again, this time a miss.
That's a nice player to bring off the bench when you bring Watson off that bench. And they get some freshmen on the bench that can play, Hickman and Salas.
Campbell one-hander.
And they look to run, man. Pressure on the defense all the time.
Hickman into the game. And Sosalon with a triple.
I just told you, coming off that bench, the guys like Hickman, he's a five-star player, man. They got it rolling out there in Spokane. The Kittle is going to be electric again this year.
Gonzaga on a 14-2 run, trying to add to that right now. Hickman had a really fine game against Central Michigan yesterday with 16. There's another long run rounded out by Strother.
Boy, UCLA's going to find a way to get some offense going and make some shots. Tiger Campbell, outstanding point guard. Didn't have a good game yesterday, but he's been solid for UCLA.
Boy, are the Zags looking like the #1 team in the country?
Oh, absolutely. Playing dominant basketball, and they showed that against Texas as well.
Well, coming up, another classic ending, question mark. We shall see. Right now, the Bulldogs are rolling.
3 seconds to go. We're tied at 90. Here comes Suggs. Long three for the win. Banks it home! Banks it home! Jalen Suggs, a deep banked three to send Gonzaga one step closer to history. Unbeaten Gonzaga comes up with the hero play of the year from the freshman.
One of the great hero shots in the history of the sports. Final 4 rematches, AP #1 and #2 the following season. So the first one since Carolina, Virginia in 1982. And I look at that shot, Dick, I think to myself, I've never seen a more confident looking 40-footer in my life.
Tell you one thing, when that baby went down, it was unbelievable for the Zags. But then they ran into a buzzsaw when they met that Baylor team. Oh, wow, that was something else. Sean McDonough and I did the games on ESPN International, and there was no doubt Baylor, the way they put the hurt on in the semifinal game on Houston, we felt their athleticism. And what made them special, usually when you have great athletes like that, they don't shoot the ball that well. They had 4 guys that were outstanding three-point shooters, and they wasted no time sending a message to the unbeaten Zags. We are here,
yes,
and we are going to win this game. They dominated out of the gate.
Well, UCLA trying to get something going. Bernard up top. And they bring Peyton Watson into the game. He's coming off a really fine effort yesterday, which he put in 19. But the Zags win it back.
You know, he was a big-time recruit out of high school, and they believe he's going to get better and better and better. He wants to get better. He's got that great length, good defensive player.
Timmy will try a long one. And a fight for the rebound. 11:36 remaining here in the first half.
That's the area that Timmy's got to improve on, his range as a shooter for the next level in particular. Right now, I know people find this amazing. He's labeled to be a second-round choice in the eyes of the experts out there. Sometimes the experts are not always right, though. I've been in a lot of second-rounders that have said, oh, we shocked the heck out of you, baby.
Anton Watson picks up the personal.
Well, half-court trap. They want to speed this game. They want to play at such a high tempo. When you look at the Zags, UCLA plays basically very fast as well.
Now, both of these teams have been tested. Both 5-0. They both already defeated a top 5 opponent. Gonzaga taking care of number 5 Texas. UCLA besting number 4 Villanova in overtime.
You had to be down 11 late in that game and came back and won that game against a really good Villanova team who's not afraid to play a tremendous schedule.
Clark game close, kind of a wild shot.
Look at the pressure they put on. You better really excel defensively in transition and find people getting back because they're going to put points on the board so quickly.
Juzang and Jaquez back on the floor now for Mick Cronin, 3rd year with the Bruins. And he has them ranked 20 spots higher than they were in the AP poll when last season began.
You know, he worked under Bob Huggins, then he worked under Rick Pitino, did a great job at Murray State, a tremendous basketball program at a mid-major level.
Carrier call here.
And did a terrific job there at Cincinnati. A lot of people didn't think he should have gotten a job at UCLA, but he has proven those critics wrong, man. He's brought back that excitement. He's had a sellout when they played Villanova. They're going to sell it every game. I think down here in LA, I know they talk about the traffic, they talk about a lot of entertainment. Still, this UCLA team has earned the right to have sellouts every game.
Well, another foul here against the Bruins. And that'll go against Miles Johnson off the ball. 24-8. And Mick is steaming early.
I don't blame him. He's a little frustrated here. He's a competitor, a winner. They didn't expect them to shoot the ball that we have.
Bolton, there's Holmgren underneath, got position, lays it in.
With the left hand.
Yeah.
Nice little fake to the right. Goes back with the left hand. Wow. Skills. All I can simply say, and people, a basketball aficionado who know a lot about skills, he's a multi-skilled player.
Johnson rolling inside. A little too strong.
Hogan affected that shot right there. Size affected it. He's an excellent shot blocker for his size.
Long range ball.
Wow. They are on fire. Dan Patrick and Fuego, baby. And Fuego, they are on fire, the Zags.
Mercy. 29-8.
Just a similar start they had against Texas. UCLA too talented just to go away. They're going to battle a battle.
Johnson banging inside. Yes.
Yeah, and he's scoring to get out of Johnson's a big plus. I mean, he's there basically block shots, rebound, give him some size on the interior, very cerebral player. I don't know what cerebral means, but it sounds good. That's out of my vocabulary.
Timmy working, spinning. That rolls off the iron. He came in averaging 19 and 6.
UCLA's got to go on a little spurt. They need a run. A little spurtability, as what Kellogg would always say. Spurtability.
Marquez, a lot of contact there, but Holmgren able to get it away.
There's his effectiveness right there. That size. Timing as well.
Emhart, tough angle, lays it in.
Look at the pressure they put on. Run, run, and run. Oh, man, do they get up and down the floor. College basketball. It feels so good to be here, Dave. What's next to you, buddy?
So great to have you back. Not been the same without you. Bernard Followay, no. Timmy there for the rebound and the outlet. Here they come again.
Not making shots.
Right down the paint. Emhart had a great first half.
Oh, my God. What an unbelievable start.
He's been the engine.
Are they sending a message we're number one? You think the Dukies are watching us now? They're in town. I know they're in town. They're watching. They know they're not going to be playing Citadel. They're not going to be playing Citadel. This is Gonzaga. Nothing against Citadel. Citadel's certainly a good little program. But this is Gonzaga, man.
Yes, and they're on top in a big way here early. And it's been done with defense.
Oh, look at the defense right there. His presence, his size. And then do they put pressure when they go to the goal? Wow. I want to make it clear, Citadel, you know, good little basketball team. I think early in the year they beat Pittsburgh. I'm just teasing a little bit there, but I know Mike has got his kids in town, and they're going to be ready as well. So that should be a great matchup. Duke and Gonzaga.
Well, UCLA, and a lot of it has to do with the harassing defense of Gonzaga, which has been terrific. But UCLA is 4 for 22 from the field.
That's the problem, not shooting the ball well. I put a lot of that also to the defense when you look certainly at Gonzaga. I know there was some talk today, there's been some illness hitting the UCLA team.
Yes.
And I don't know what that plays the factor. I'm not a doctor there, I'm not a bench, but some of the players were a little bit under the weather.
Yes, we saw some of that yesterday, including Jalen Clark. Let's put it this way, he was not able to keep his lunch down. And a lot of guys on the team right now are feeling the effects of something that could have some effect. But right now, it's Gonzaga, the biggest effect.
Yeah, the way
on UCLA.
They're playing such unbelievable concentration, focus, every player communicating on defense. Look at the focus, look at the eyes, look at Timmy now.
Juzang launching.
He bothered Juzang on that shot. Extended that left hand up high.
Luba trying to get closer on him. They blocked the shot.
There's Mr. Holgram. There's Mr. Holgram again.
And another whistle.
He's showing why he was the #1 high school player coming out, rated by ESPN, rated by many. Here he is, Holgram. Look, great timing, no timing. Everybody thinks they can overpower him with physicality, but his timing is excellent.
And Salas picks up the personal foul.
He's another potential player that's going to be special eventually. He and Hickman, big-time players.
Marquez off the fake and swishes it in.
He's the guy that's going to get going. He can score. Marquez is a very underrated player nationally. Not underrated in the eyes of
at 21 against Villanova. The kick out, Holmgren, long range. UCLA trying to string some points together.
Tiger Campbell's got to get a little penetration.
Watson. Oh, that missed ugly.
That looked like my jumper right there. He's a better player than that, Watson. Watson, very good talent. Very highly thought of by the NBA people in terms of potential.
Luba jumping in, he commits the foul. Trying to contain Drew Timme. It has been all Gonzaga, the #1 team in the country. Looking every bit like that ranking from downtown, inside, blocking shots. And they've been so quick end to end, piling up a 33-12 lead over the #2 ranked Bruins. Back in Vegas, 7:17 to go first half. Dickie V is back where he belongs. He's raised, what, $44 million, more than that for pediatric cancer research. Amazing.
Well, I have such a great team, you know, Mary Keneally, Janet Allen, my wife, they do a great job. We've raised $44 million. I hope to go to $50 million this year at my gala on May 6th. You know, honoring Chris Everett, Scott Jones. We have a car right now. Come on, people. There's only like 500 chances left. We have 1,500 chances we sell, Dave, on a BMW, $100 a chance, and we only sell 1,500. I just was told by Mary we got 1,000 sold. And my new book, it just came out. And the great thing about my new book, every dollar that I would make goes in that pot toward my goal of raising $50 million. So people, just go to dickvitale.com. If you go to dickvitale.com, you can get a raffle ticket. You can purchase my book. I personally autograph it for you. And all the money goes to the V Foundation for kids battling cancer.
You know who would look great in that car? Me.
Yeah, but yeah.
So I'm getting in there, and that's going to be a traveling violation on Timme.
Hey, how important are these 7 minutes to UCLA? These important. I mean, you don't want to go down at halftime 25, walking that locker room #2 in the nation. So a lot of pride at stake right here. Game is certainly not the magnitude like in a tournament, but it is a game of pride and passion.
Let's go to Sean.
And to Dick's point, I mean, in the Gonzaga timeout last time, Mark Few was telling us guys, hey, we can't relax just because we have this lead. Our attention to detail at the defensive end has been outstanding. They want it even better down the stretch of the first half. And, you know, block shots like that, that's pretty sensational.
I'll tell you one thing, Sean. Hey, Sean, Holgram is the real deal. I don't want to hear about he's not strong enough, physical enough on a collegiate level right now. He is absolutely a major, major factor.
The unicorn. Luba will kick it out.
Nice fake, nice fake.
And a sweet shot by Bernard for 2.
He's been quiet now. Bernard could score. He could shoot the ball. Nice little jab step. He got himself free. Oh, nice spin.
Off the window. That won't drop.
They got to get a little spurt going. A little spurt.
Bernard.
He can shoot it.
On the wing. Can't knock it down. Jaquez in the corner. Here's Campbell.
He's been quiet, Campbell. Nice little drive there. Dish off. He's an excellent passer.
Bernard tries another.
Shooting the basketball. It's been a tough evening for UCLA.
Nemhard's been terrific, motoring up and down the floor, leading this charge for the Bulldogs. Here's Timmy. Flips it up off the window. Jaquez.
I like Jaquez.
Stepping into the paint. Good recovery, though, by Gonzaga defensively. And a foul.
Shot's not full, man. They're going to get Reggie. Reggie Miller, man, used to wear that uniform. You talk about stroking the ball. Reggie can stroke it big time. Now doing a great job in TV. He learned how to shoot from his sister because his sister shot better than he did.
Yes.
No, I'm only teasing, but she was terrific. She was terrific.
Show, great player. Strada picks up the personal. 5:32 to go.
They got a shooter on the sideline here who's doing their games for UCLA, Tracy Murray. Talk about a scoring machine.
Well, what a Thanksgiving week lineup we have for you. Wednesday, Steph and the Warriors at the NBA's best taking the Sixers. Second game of our NBA doubleheader. Thanksgiving night, the 118th annual Egg Bowl, Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Then the Rangers and Bruins play an original 6 Black Friday matinee at TD Garden in Boston. And our Saturday night football matchup is the annual Bedlam game between Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Sooners have won the last 6. Now that is some lineup to be thankful for.
Absolutely. Hey, look at that. Oh, how sweet that is. Waving that UCLA banner. What a beautiful campus that is. I was there, well, during the summer I was there and visited a friend of mine, the Gores family, Kelly and Alec, 2 great people, business people, entrepreneurs, love sports, have hearts of gold. And I know that his business office overlooks, you go on the top of the floor, the 5th floor, overlooks the UCLA campus in Beverly Hills.
What a view.
What a view. Just tremendous. He's a brilliant businessman.
Jaquez. Going to swing it inside for the big guy, Nuba. Bang it away on Timmy. And no basket.
Got a walking violation? Yeah.
Traveling violation with 5:19 to go in a half. 33-14 the Zags.
Boy, if you're Mick Cronin, you'd like to at least go in halftime, maybe down 10.
5:09 left.
Play the game in segments now. Jimmy B used to say it all the time. When you're in trouble, play the game in segments. So you got a 5-minute segment right now. Make the most out of this segment.
Another turnover on an out-of-bounds first to touch.
Win this segment. It's got to be the plea.
Bernard losing the dribble. Juzang came in averaging 20 a game. He'll drill that one.
Got to get more shots. He's one guy making shots. His 3rd one that he's made.
It's a mini run for the Bruins. The 6-0 run.
Real mini.
Backdoor cut. Oh, tremendous defense there by Nuba. Came over for the block. Strother.
Nuba did a good job rotating over defensively to stop that score. The defense has been a little better the last couple of minutes. Can't afford to let Gonzaga get a few more points. Good defensive effort right there.
And quickly they throw it away.
They get our guy Sean put a uniform on. He played with UCLA. He can shoot the ball.
That's what he tells us.
Well, he did. He can shoot the ball. It's a great family man, too. Love to see this.
Perfect partner.
Instagram, all his family things that go on, his children.
Bolton gave up the dribble. Holmgren draws the double.
And look at him reverse the ball out of the double. They really do a great job.
And throw it away,
over, yeah.
Juzang. Heavy traffic. No whistle on that play. That's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, wow, hard to believe. I don't blame Nick. Nick's upset. I mean, that was one. I could see with one eye, man. I got one eye and I could see that was contact.
There have been 3 fouls on that play.
Why not 4?
Holmgren lines up the 3 and switches in.
Well, we've seen this guy make a 3. We've seen him dunk the basketball. We've seen him use the left hand. We've seen him block shots. And he's a freshman. He's a diaper dandy deluxe. He's not just a diaper dandy. He's a deluxe diaper dandy.
7 foot
Wow.
diaper dandy deluxe.
Can't teach that.
Bernard. UCLA needs some magic to happen here as he spins and can't hit it. Impressive by the #1 team in the country. Bolton down the lane. Man, does he have a quick step.
He's very quick, very fast. Came from Iowa State, part of a transfer situation. I'm not a big fan of the transfer portal. Over 1,700 transfers. I mean,
No.
I think transfer's okay. You're not getting playing time. What bothers me is I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes.
Have more on that in just a moment. Back in Vegas, ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's and the Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Burger for limited time only at Sonic.
Well, thanks for that, Seth.
Dylan, thank you guys.
Hey, Seth. Hey, LaFonso. Met LaFonso last night. LaFonso. Somebody just told me, sent me a message. LaFonso picked UCLA. I think a lot of people were picking UCLA. LaFonso, not only you, man. They're just not making shots. And defensive transition has really hurt them. I mean, the Zags have put such pressure on them in their transition game.
Well, all of that winding up 36-16 on the scoreboard, and Gonzaga at the line. Rozier Bolton, the 6'3" senior out of Petersburg, Virginia. Gonzaga, his #3 school. Also played at Iowa State, Penn State.
I mean, the transfer situation, you got guys, some guys been at 4 schools. It's unbelievable. But I'll tell you this. Right now, I just got a text message. Duke is not here yet. They're in a plane. They're watching the game, flying here. They're in the plane. They're up there watching. They say, we hope they're not like this against us.
So we look forward to Friday night when the Blue Devils, there goes
nice
Campbell on a blow-by for 2.
He's got to start being a little more active offensively, using his driving ability. Jay Billis and Dan Schumann be on a call in that game, and they'll do a terrific job. 2 great guys. I can't thank both enough. How many messages and things of support, words of encouragement that they've given me.
Jay and Dan both came over. They're working the Maui. Both came over to say hi, along with some of our bosses, to see you in the green room before the game and check up on you, and everybody wanted to do that. Everybody on our crew wanted to see you.
Well, Jay really is, some of the things he's put up on Twitter brought me to tears, really. And I really appreciate so much. He's so talented, Jay. All right, look at that there.
How about the foul? Man, a foul on the play. Serrano went up high and took the hit. And fouled by Jalen Clark.
Let's be real here. We look at this Gonzaga team. Last year, undefeated until they got beat in that situation with Baylor. But they lost Joe Ayayi, okay, very good player, NBA. Suggs, NBA, and Kispert. 3 guys. They were drafted in terms of rip there. They had a lot of points when they scored against in that matchup. Kispert had 15, Suggs 16, Ayayi had 22 in that game. Timmy had 25. But you lose 3 quality guys. We're not talking just good college players that are in the NBA, but they reload. They got it going so well there, Mark Few and company. You know, Mark had a little hiccup here with the drinking situation that's been documented. But you know what? He was accountable. He stood up tall. He made a mistake. It's not going to happen again, and I firmly believe him.
Akes, great fake to get his defender airborne and knocks it down, but that makes it a 20-point game.
Yeah, good fake right there and get free. They do that well. They got to just make shots, man. Defend the claw back in this game.
Hickman, another impressive freshman from Seattle.
They've done a great job, Gonzaga, I think, containing Tiger Campbell, not allowing him to penetrate.
1:55 to go. We're going to review something here.
Hope they don't take long, man. I got a dinner date about 9:15. Don't take long, guys. We got a good crew on this game. Bunch of ears, Higgins, and Mr. Curry. I hear the name Curry. There's only one Curry that flashes in my mind. The greatest shooter I've ever seen in my life.
A lot of contact there. Eric Curry, by the way, came into refereeing at the college level 22 years ago, and he told me before the game one of the dreams he's had is to work a game that you are working at the same time. And finally, after 22 years, it came true.
Well, my guy Jay Billis, he put up on Twitter, he put up a video of himself going for an offensive rebound. He made a great offensive rebound. He said a bucket list when I was a kid. Having Dickie V calling my game, and I called it. Had me calling him, getting that offensive rebound and scoring.
Yes.
He looked really good doing that too.
Looking for an elbow here.
Played a great Duke team. Johnny Dawkins.
A very strong crew here for this one, as you would expect. Number 1 against number 2.
What, I tried to see an elbow? Elbow a little high.
And the centering on Jalen Clark of UCLA there.
Fighting for position.
Yeah, with Timmy.
Ooh. He's looking at.
And taking a lengthy look. All sorts of contact through there.
Yep. Out of physicality. That's the one area they're supposed to try to clean up. Every year you see points of emphasis. Let's clean up the post play.
Yep. Hook and hold. 1:55 left in the half. Let's see what they came up with here. Roger Ayers along with John Higgins and Eric Curry.
Wow.
And a flagrant one.
Flagrant one
Has been called here. Roger coming over to explain this.
He's not going to take it too easy.
Unnecessary contact to the head.
Very good. Unnecessary contact to the head by Jalen Clark. And a
That's 2
flagrant
shots.
Yep, Timmy at the line. Everything going the Zags' way. And he'll drop in the first one.
What a first half they've had. Let's not take away from anything going on right now. But it's a brilliant first half that Gonzaga's had.
Spectacular.
And they did the same thing with Texas. And Texas is a team with a lot of talent, just getting familiar with each other. Chris Beard, by the end of the year, that's going to be a very good basketball team.
42-20. And the Zags to get the ball, of course, after the flagrant one. And Hickman trying to get it in. So what will Mick Cronin be telling his team inside the locker room here in Vegas at halftime? They are getting beaten up.
It's been a long time since they've been in this kind of scenario. They lost some tough games last year.
Hickman's 3, no. Uzang will take the hit.
You know,
A foul here with a minute 36 to go.
you look at the Pac-12, the way I look at it right now, Oregon's been really struggling. A lot of people projected them to be very good. But Mick told me before Arizona played Michigan, he said, you watch in our conference, Arizona. He said Sean Miller left some really good players there for Tommy Lloyd, who came the way of Gonzaga. And Tommy, good basketball man with a lot of contacts, especially internationally. He said, you watch them against Michigan. They beat Michigan 80-64.
Haka somehow able to push that up there while drawing the contact. And taking a hit. He'll be at the line. Trying to get on track here. Final moments of the first half.
He's a very strong player, very tough player on the inside. This is not the real UCLA that we've seen because Gonzaga's been that good. That good.
Watson with his 3rd foul.
But you know, looking at the Pac-12, you want a sleeper team in that conference? Watch Washington State. Kyle Smith coached at San Francisco, the same league as Mark Hughes, done a good job down there. But I look at, certainly Arizona's going to be right up there. Never forget USC. USC is also going to be in the hunt.
And Hart with a step back after going around the back. How pretty was that?
How good does he look? How good does he look? And Mark Few went on and on with me about him. So coaches know they watch these guys every day in practice. He raved about him. He came the way. First year left Gators down there in Florida. Comes out of Canada.
Clark with a follow and then follows again.
Very good second effort right there by Clark. Good athlete. They got a tremendous recruiting class coming in.
Well, Mick Cronin was talking at shoot-around today, and I think, not that he expected something like this, but I think he feared it could happen given his team's recent performance. And Timmy on the spin in heavy traffic draws the foul.
Mitch applauding his players, saying, good defensive play. The refs missed that, baby. It all ball. What a nice handle right here. Look at this. Good handle. Step back. Brother plays for Creighton.
Jaquez picks up number 2, and Timmy will drain the first.
He would definitely be, I think, the leading candidate by the time this year goes on as for the player of the year in college basketball. Let Meg have a little conversation with Mr. Higgins. I don't think he's inviting him for dinner over at the Palm or Rayos. I think right now he's talking a little upset about what he's seeing on the floor. I think he should really be upset with the way his team has defended and their shot selection and their shooting ability, because they have not performed to the level that UCLA has been performing with.
Well, no doubt about that. And Gonzaga has just shredded them in transition.
Oh, their running game is awesome.
So final moments of quite a half for Gonzaga. Number 1 team in the country. Campbell spins around. It won't roll in for him. Timmy with a chance to heave this one up there and did not get it off. And that's how the first half ends. But all Bulldogs, Gonzaga 45-25. Look at the reaction by Drew Timme. Number 1, you betcha.
Ouch, baby, ouch. But he's got to understand there's another half of basketball to be played. Another half of basketball. You don't want to celebrate now, man. You got to celebrate after the game.
Sean with Coach Few.
Coach, we talk about so frequently your interior presence, but how about the play of Andrew Nembhard here tonight in the first half?
I mean, he's the heart and soul of our team along with Timmy. It's so nice to have a point guard that understands the game so well. You sleep better at night. You know going into big games like this that he's going to make the right decisions. But this thing's far from over here. Yeah, there's a lot of firepower over there, a lot of pride, and a lot of tough guys. So we need to come out and play another half like we just got done playing.
What stood out to you most defensively about what your team did?
Just our toughness and our intensity. I thought we did a good job on the glass, except right there at the end. And we switched our coverages, and our guys were dialed into it.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Dave?
He's up 20, looking great. Still coaching.
Absolutely.
Right to the end.
And still, typical coach saying, hey, we still got another half to play.
It is halftime. The Good Sim Empire Classic as we go to Dallin, Seth, and Fonz with the Jeep halftime report. We're watching the Sam Good Empire Classic, all part of Feast Week, presented by Lowe's. Pretty good eating for Gonzaga. The Bulldogs in Las Vegas on top after a half over number 2 UCLA, 45-25. I'm not sure impressive cuts it by what Gonzaga just did.
Oh, they were just so impressive in terms of the pressure. Their offensive transition game was off the charts. And we didn't see a real UCLA team. Now, we're going to see right now what kind of pride and passion they have coming out battling this club here in the second half. You know, you got to play it in spurts. Right now, they got to play the game, as I talked about earlier. You break it down in segments. Look at right here, the big guy. I mean, we're looking at a 7-foot player. Are you kidding me? Look at his agility. Right there, he's going to the goal again, stays with the ball, tips it in, and then his shot blocking ability. I mean, people look at him and say, oh, but he's thin. Oh, really? He can shoot the 3, he can block shots, he attacks. Wait till he gets stronger. Look at it, Nembhard. We can't say enough about him. You talk about an orchestrated leader and a guy that leads the band. Yeah. He leads it big time.
He was a maestro with 13 points. Let's bring in Sean Farnham.
Thanks so much, Dave. Yeah, I just talked to Mick Cronin walking back on the court. He said, listen, this isn't about this game. It's about the last 3 weeks. We have to define what type of team we're going to be. Are we going to allow our offense to impact how we play defense and how we compete? And the focal point for him was challenging his guys to stop worrying about shot making and start focusing on getting stops.
I'm sure it's exactly what you would have told a team that was down by 20 at halftime to a really outstanding opponent like this.
Yeah, great point he made right there. Well, we got to defend better. I mean, they got too many open shots, open looks, got in transition for easy baskets. I mean, that's not UCLA. That's not Mick Cronin, I'll tell you that. They want to please him, don't please anybody else. Just please your coach.
Holmgren was on the baseline, so a quick turnover for Gonzaga. He could do virtually no wrong in those first 20.
Tiger's been quiet with the ball. He's a really excellent penetrator. He's a guy that makes things happen. He hasn't been able to get into the lane at all to create opportunities for his teammates.
Bernard gives up the dribble. Shot clock down to 10.
Shot 27%. That'll affect you a little bit.
Juzang will loft it up there. Won't go for him. A fight. And the Bulldogs come away with another rebound.
Always looking to attack. Always attacking.
That's going to go the other way.
See, if you're Mark Few right now, you got to watch out for a little complacency. You got to watch out for a team figures, well, we're in great shape right now. We're in great shape. Well, right now you got to play and really make that commitment to elevate your game, knowing that they're going to play at another level.
2 on Strother. Just getting started here in the second half from Vegas. In a much ballyhooed matchup between number 1 and number 2. Jaquez will kick it out for Bernard. Bit of a warning there, though, from Mark Few that the game wasn't over at halftime. He knows how talented this Bruins squad is.
Size really bothered him on his shot, too. Didn't get real good arc because he was challenged. I think one thing I'm really impressed with, we know about their offense. I'm really impressed the way they're playing defense, Gonzaga.
Big time. Strother with a nice little floater. Get 2 more.
So many weapons on offense. They got offensive weapons all over the floor. Can't give a lot of help. They get good spacing. Good offense. You want to be 15 to 17 feet apart so they can't give help.
Bernard with a misfire.
Challenged again on that shot. Had to change a little bit of his release.
Nembhard, he was doing this all through the first half, Dick, end to end, like a lightning bolt.
Nice combination, as Mark said. When you got Nembhard at the point as the orchestra leader and the guy in a post like Timmy.
Campbell. Here's Johnson.
Try to stay between him and the basket. Didn't allow him to make that attack off the bounce.
Big fella rolling in, but it's Holmgren with another stop. But defensively, he has been the man. Look at that move!
Oh, come on, America! America! Get to Notre Dame! Chet Holmgren, are you serious? Wow! We're talking a diaper daddy kid out of high school. 7 foot. He is not your normal 7-footer.
Dick, that's ridiculous.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I would simply say he's awesome, baby, with a capital A. I don't really use that for special plays.
Jaquez going in strong. It was a 9 on the shot clock.
Oh, man.
Here's the defensive stop first, the block.
He says, let me block the shot, let me grab the ball, and let me show that I can handle it. I go around my back, I go down the lane, and it's Jam City. And right now, all the pros watching. I guarantee they're jumping out of their seat. Is he for real? Is he for real?
You talk about that forthcoming matchup with Duke and Banchero and the Blue Devils right here in Vegas on Friday night on ESPN. Can't wait for that one.
You know, Banchero's from Seattle, Washington. Came very close to going to Gonzaga. And if he had joined them, I mean, his mother was a great player at University of Washington. His dad played football at the University of Washington. And what a terrific kid. And I had a little problem. And really, he didn't do a thing from all my reports involved in that. Paolo can flat out play.
49-27.
Wow.
Yeah, what more can you say? Gonzaga number 1 in the country.
No, that inside. Grabbing one another at the point of emphasis on the post. Nice pass. Get it up.
Campbell.
Oh, yeah. That's what they're going to do. They're going to get some easy baskets. Not getting anything easy. Sean's even his word out. That's my alma mater, he's saying. What's going on? I used to wear that uniform with pride and passion.
Bolton will swing it. Point guard, his man went down, Juzang went down, and he just knocks it in. Boy, that is deadly.
I'll tell you one thing, by the end of the year, he's going to get a lot of honors and a lot of awards. Nembhard is the real deal also as a point guard. He's very efficient. He has great feel for the game, understanding, and he knows how to make shots as well.
He has had a big-time night.
Experience, you know, nothing like having experience. That's what Mick said. Mick said to me, you want experience. In fact, he praised the heck out of Steve Alford. He said, nobody got on Alford. He said, he did a great job here. When you look at, you know, Elite 8s, he did Elite 16s. 10-12 was really right up there, but at the end, lost players early in the NBA. That affected the whole scenario.
Jaquez off the inbounds, 52-31.
Sometimes this is good for your ego. It's a way of coaching really can get your attention big time.
Wow.
Wow, how did he get that off?
Timmy doubled up, but still banked it in. Beautiful
How
shot.
did he get that off? He made a smart move coming back, too, because he was not charted very high. In fact, in the NBA, they got him right now. The latest projection has him at 46, second-round choice.
And then he laid 37 on Texas.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Great pass, Johnson. I don't know how he got that through there. Marquez with that all-around game. Tough rebounder. He's a nightmare of a matchup.
Yeah, I love Marquez. I think this really going to have a great year for UCLA. Forget about what's going on here.
Bolton got the jumper he wanted. And a foul by Holmgren over the back. But he is having a superb night. That is his third foul.
There's Mr. King Chet. Harry, right there with the block shot. He's ready to be number one by the NBA people right out there. A potential. And it's the second and third coach that gets him, that makes out the first guys with potential to get fired. Look at that right there, Jam City.
Early Thanksgiving here for Gonzaga. They have been outstanding, 54-33, leading UCLA. We give you a look at the Bad Boy Mowers battle for Atlantis. That bracket semifinals coming up on Thursday. Michigan State, Loyola. Number 19, Auburn taking on UConn. SU against VCU, and Baylor, the reigning champions, against Arizona State.
I love that tournament. The tournament's one of my favorites to do. Lee Miller, who runs that tournament, does a great job. Got some good teams. Michigan State really starting to play like really people are expecting to play. You look at that Big Ten right now, I'm telling you this. Purdue. Oh, man, Painter's team. They look terrific against Villanova and against North Carolina. Carolina and Michigan have started off slowly. There's no doubt about it. Defense has been a little problem, but you know what? By the end of the year, those teams will be making noise.
Carl Ravitch and Jimmy Dykes will have to call the final there at Atlantis. By the way, they changed that last foul from Holmgren to Bolton. So Holmgren now with 2, staying at 2 personals. Shot clock at 11. Marquez spinning inside. Yes.
What a great move right there. Took him one-on-one, backed him in, went to the goal, scored. I'll be up there in Orlando. Disney got Rick Pitino 5-0 with Iona. Matter of a year or two, he's going to be right there like with the Gonzagas. Trust me. Starting to get recruits. He and Tommy Batamarco, the assistant, doing a great job. And I'll tell you this, they play Alabama. Alabama's tremendous.
Alabama's a good team, yeah.
Very good team.
That'll go the other way.
Got the Jayhawks there as well. See Mr. Silver. Kansas, because they're for real, too. It's going to be a great year in college basketball. We got some good teams. You know why we got some good teams? I'll tell you this, Obi. We got some good teams because people have come back to school. You know, I shouldn't even be talking to you, though. You and your Red Sox rule a day for me.
I knew you'd get to it. By the way, before you go any further, because you're all Tampa Bay, you're a great supporter of the Rays. Alex Cora, the wonderful manager of the Red Sox, sent me a message saying, give Dickie V a big hug. It's great to have him back. I know how much you love his work, too.
Oh, he does terrific. I always talk to him by the dugout there. He's one of my favorites. It was a great move getting him back. But I had tickets all set for Game 5 for the Rays coming back to the Trop.
Yeah.
I'm watching Wander Franco hurt you guys big time in the Ross Arena, and all my guys, Kevin Cash, did a great job, manager of the year.
Yes.
And what happens? You guys ramp it up in the Boston. Oh, man.
You know what October Magic's like. You know it.
That center fielder, Hernandez, was unbelievable.
Oh, couldn't make it out. Everything he hit was 7 million miles an hour. Campbell at the line.
He's been quiet, Tiger. Tiger's way better than what we've witnessed here today. And there's no doubt that Nembhard has won that battle at the point guard slot.
A little bit of life now, finally, for the Bruins and their fans.
They got another 17.
Timmy trying to make his presence felt again. Banks it in.
He scores around that basket, man. Size certainly a factor when you talk about the NBA. Tough for him to get that inside against the big time kind of players, athletics on the inside.
Making 67% of his shots here in the early going of the season.
He takes good shots.
Marquez, that's a good shot.
He's finding his game, man. Marquez, come the Bruins with a little life there. A little life there at UCLA. Now if they could only get maybe Walter or Kareem to put a uniform on, sneak in and play against Holmgren, that'd be nice to watch. The big redhead and Holmgren go at it. Or big Lewis. Lewis just was so good. Talking about greatest players of all time. We better get his name in it.
With fire, no. Rebound comes out high, and another crack at it for Gonzaga.
Can't give them second opportunities. As Tiger ran up on his face. Look at Tiger. Oh, the screen. Ran him right in.
Nice catch by Strother.
Ran him into that screen.
Strother will take it. Bangs it in for three.
What about that range? What about that range? You do a great job defensively, UCLA, and the bottom line is he shoots over the top of the defense.
Bernard off the fake. Jaquez strong into the lane. Look at that spin moves, and it was in and out. Clark fighting for the rebound and fouled on the play.
Clark working hard on the inside. Aggressive rebounder right there.
Strother pick up the personal.
What range right there, what range. Chet's even a great cheerleader. They say he's a great teammate. I mean, if you talk to Mark Fuse, what a teammate. Always wants to get better, constantly talking about what can I do to improve.
A lot of folks around him too, Dick, are saying that he's a reluctant star in many ways. He doesn't go in for a lot of the media attention as Clark gets hit again going up, but he's going to have to get used to it.
Oh, his ability's going to demand it. His ability's going to demand so much interest.
39 left here. A foul will go on Bolton. That'll be number 3.
He played one game at deuce in a game and didn't even care. As long as we won, that's all he cares about. He's a winner. Played high school with Jalen Suggs. What a combination that is.
Jalen Clark at the line for UCLA. Sophomore out of Riverside, California. And another one coming.
You know, funny thing, I did a little research here. NBA draft rankings of these players in our game. Hogan's rated number 1. Watson on the bench, number 8. Nolan Hickman, 27. And Jaquez is 32. Jazang, 41. And Timmy, 48. Yet Jazang and Timmy are college All-Americans. Great college players in the eyes of many. They may surprise some people at the next level, too.
Watson took a tumble. Hickman will swing it. Hard again, trying to get inside that lane. Kicks out for Salas. Here it comes. Rebound tipped and controlled by UCLA. By the way, Holmgren on the bench. They've again changed their mind on a foul, and they're now giving him 3. So it went from 3 to 2 back to 3, and that's why he's been on the bench. Jaquez. Tough shot. Tough sledding underneath for both sides. 11:55 remaining. And Gonzaga up by 19 over UCLA here in Las Vegas. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's. Could be the year for a West Coast team to win the whole thing as you look at the West Coast teams since 2006. UCLA in 06 and 07. Final Fours 2008. And Gonzaga 2017. Oregon in 2017. UCLA 2021. And of course the Zags 2021 going all the way to the national championship game after knocking off UCLA with that buzzer beater. Number 1 against number 2. And a whole lot of talent on the West Coast. So where will the national champion come from this year?
Hey, one thing, the West Coast got a great shot, no doubt about it. It's got improved basketball. It's got better and better players. Hey, you look right now, when I look at the West Coast Conference, you better keep an eye on BYU in there. I mean, they blew out Oregon. I mean, blew them out like 25 or 23. Then you talk about Santa Clara, and I've always had great respect for Herb Sendek. I thought he got a raw deal at NC State. Had him in the tournament almost every year he was there. And here he is at Santa Clara, and they've been putting the hurt on clubs, and they're undefeated as well.
I'll give you another one, St. Mary's.
St. Mary's always in the high. Are you kidding me? I just take them.
They've had a great Maui.
Yeah, great
a few
Maui.
blocks away. Let's bring in Sean Farnham.
Yeah, the West Coast Conference, top 5 teams are combined to go 26-0 so far this season. So a lot of people talk, Dick Vitale, about the West Coast Conference. Is it good for Gonzaga? Well, here's what I know. The conference is better than nationally. People want to recognize it. And 2 is Gonzaga's won more tournament games than any program in the country in the last 10 years. I don't think it's hurting them at all.
Not hurting them at all as well, because what they do pre-conference, they play anybody, anywhere, anytime. I mean, who else plays? Teams like UCLA and Duke and Texas pre-conference. They'll do that, and they'll do that often. But you're right. I mean, the BYU's, Coach Pope's got a nice club down there. Kim Barcello is an outstanding player.
Nemhart threading the needle there on that pass to Salas as he laid it in.
Salas is going to be a star there. Hey, I want to wish the best out to the commissioner of the WCC. That hip surgeon can't be with us, Gloria Nafaris. She's really, right now, Gloria, we wish you the best. She's watching on TV right now.
Loving every minute of it.
Oh, she's loving every moment. That's my conference. They are super, scintillating, and they're sensational. The 3 S's.
63-42. And UCLA to check it in. It has been all Gonzaga in this one here at T-Mobile Arena.
That's prime for a wire job because they played twice against each other. Coach Cronin and Coach Field. 2 times they met. Both games were overtime games. Won by Mark Field. So we figure maybe 1 out of 3 that have a chance maybe to get one of those.
Clark coming up with the loose ball. He's going to drive it and take the hit by Salas. He'll be at the line. You know, I was taking a turn onto Frank Sinatra Drive here in Vegas to come over to T-Mobile. And my first thought was, I would bet at some point, Dickie V being Dickie V, that he met Frank Sinatra, that he hung out with the chairman of the board. Is that true?
Wait. Frank Sinatra. Francis Albert Sinatra, My Way. Oh, I love that song, My Way. Oh, Tega, how did you get that photo? How did you get that photo? Look at my glasses there. That's Oscar Feldman. He's on the, right now, the right of the screen. He's one of the owners of the Pistons. I presented him a shirt, a basketball, I met him, and he looked at me like, who's this guy? Who's this dude, man? He had no clue who I was, but I knew who he was.
What was that, about 1976?
Oh, yeah, 70s.
You're coaching in the NBA?
Yeah. And my little cup of coffee in the NBA.
Yeah. I knew you'd met him.
Yeah. Oh, I met Franks. I went to see him a couple of times in concert.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. So I'm right here in Vegas. So I'm in Vegas one time.
I'll bet. 63-44.
Going a little token pressure. 2-2-1. He's going to be famous with UCLA under the John Wooden era. So proud to have been one of the early recipients of the John Wooden Pyramid of Success Award. That's such great respect for him. Such character, just special.
Slamming on the brakes and drops it in. He's had a great night.
Oh, he's been terrific. His stock is going up, and up.
Campbell trying to take that baseline. Tough catch. Jaquez in traffic.
Good hands by Jaquez right there.
Singleton. Not a decent look. Perry up for the rebound.
And Singleton's a pretty good three-point shooter.
Point guard again on a hard dribble and takes the hit. Look back at the last bucket.
Look at that hard. He'll stop on a dime. Some good vision. Look, he's trying to find the open man. They back away, and he lets the floater go down. I was fortunate enough to do the very first game in his buildings a few years ago, along with Jason Benetti. He does a great job with the White Sox.
Great kid.
Yeah, great young guy. Oh, look at this. He's too easy.
Timmy, 2 more.
We had a great time there. Duke blew out Vegas in that game. I got to spend a little time with Bryce Harper was here, MVP now.
We thought he might make an appearance tonight because he's a Vegas guy.
He loves basketball, I know that.
Jaquez working on 3 fouls. Tried to drop a pass there right on the baseline, never arrived. Holmgren again, back in the game. Look at this pass. Taking a vicious tumble, Strother, and that's going to be intentional.
Looked like he had a layup right there, but they did a great job calming him down. Referees did an excellent job jumping right in between, stopping that action.
9:07. Gonzaga with a healthy 67-44 lead. Little fireworks here. Seventh team foul on UCLA. Take a look.
Nice little pass going in for the layup. Well, to me, he just wanted to play the ball, didn't he? I don't see anything intentionally. Do you?
You don't?
Do you? He grabs, that right there. Grabbing the arm.
With that angle.
Yeah, that angle showed a different look. Yeah, that angle definitely a different look.
We have gone to the monitor.
Yeah, no doubt about it, that angle. That's why Strada was upset. Strada ran it. Good job.
Will be a flagrant foul.
Yeah.
Flagrant one.
Yeah.
So 2 free throws and the ball. Strother to the line where he hits 83%.
That's been all Gonzaga tonight. But I'll tell you one thing, knowing Mick Cronin, he will take this and turn this negative to a positive with the work ethic and the unbelievable knowledge he possesses, because he's not going to sit back and accept this. I can tell you that right now.
He's got a great basketball team.
They got talent, and they're well coached. This guy understands how to win. He knows what winning's about. He was with those kind of people. Rick Pitino told me that emphatically when he was named the coach. He's like, I worked with that guy. He was an assistant for me. I'm telling you, he's a great, great choice.
Nine minutes to go here in Vegas. Holmgren, Timmy, a little hesitation. Clark with the block.
Good job. Defensively, Clark rotating over. One great Hogan with that size. He has great vision on his passing ability. He can see everything, and he passes so much. Great instincts.
Yes.
He has tremendous instincts.
Campbell with a launch. Got it.
Where have you been, Mr. Campbell? Come on. You're too good.
Tiger Campbell came in 11 points per game, but pretty quiet.
He'll have a strong year. And 3 guys picked pre-conference in terms of making the All Pac-12 team. Campbell, Marquez, and Juzang.
Hard again on a strong drive.
You know, when you think about Parkview, what he's done with that program, it's amazing what he's done. Look at the numbers. The numbers unreal. I think you could say he's owned the conference a little bit. They've won 11 straight West Coast Conference regular season titles. It's unbelievable. It's just incredible when you think about that. You think about the fact that he's led the team to 2 final games, had a great chance there to win. Elite 8 performances in 15, 17, 19, and 21. He's coached 19 All-Americans. It's unreal what he's done.
And backs down from no one.
Absolutely, he'll play anybody.
Duke coming up Friday on ESPN. Gonzaga's won 30 games 5 years in a row. Inside, blocked away.
Yeah, Mike Krzyzewski.
They're going to count that basket.
Yeah, it was definitely goal 10. It was definitely goal. I thought it was an automatic call. An automatic call. Look at Mark. Somebody tell him he's winning. That's why it makes him so special. Yeah, that's just no doubt about it. Let me tell you this. You know, you got Mike Krzyzewski coming. What a great story that is. When you think about what he's achieved as a coach, winning, I mean, over 1,200 games. I mean, it's unbelievable what he's won. In addition to the 5 national titles, in addition to 3 gold medals, and just has been such an unbelievable representative of the Duke basketball program. West Point grab. Oh, nice play inside.
Swung inside for Timmy and 2 more.
You know, it's amazing. Do you want to believe this? I told him. The 2 leaders, when you think about basketball in the NBA for years, Charlie Popovich has been right at the head of the list. He's a graduate academy, Air Force Academy, and Mike Krzyzewski, West Point. Something about that leadership ability and what they learn at the academy, how to be a leader.
On the drive, Bernard.
Nice
dropped in. Nice work there by Juzang.
Nice little movement without the ball by Juzang, and a little floater from the baseline. He's certainly an All-American candidate. UCLA fans were a little frustrated, upset with the scene here tonight, but don't be. This team will be back.
Hickman, it rattled out. Bernard picking off the rebound, trying to go coast to coast, and a foul with 7:09 to play.
He's been real quiet, Bernard. And a lot of that's because the defense has contained him. Defense has been outstanding also, as well as their offense for Gonzaga.
This sound mad, but the Zags might be bluer than the Blue Bloods. Two great teams.
Gonzaga and Duke.
Two diaper dandies. Experience Gonzaga Duke Friday at 10:30 on ESPN.
Can't wait for that freshman matchup. We've been raving all night about Chet Holmgren, who's been terrific. And of course, Beccaro, who's been outstanding as well for the Duke Blue Devils. And here they come at you. Our freshman focus on Friday.
Some people say they're number 1 and 2 as far as diaper dandies in the country. I'm sure Mr. Beccaro's going to be all fired up. He comes from out there in the state of Washington, playing against these guys. Probably played with them a lot here in the playground situation. I'm really impressed with him today. Oh, you're not?
Oh, my.
Oh, man, he has really taken me. I didn't expect to see this kind of dominant performance out of him.
I mean, Dick, you just don't see a 7-footer handle the ball coast to coast, like go around his back, slam it moments after blocking a shot.
And also shoot a 3.
And shoot a 3 when he wants to.
I mean, really, he's done it all. And everybody's saying, oh, he's too thin, he's too frail. You'll push him around. I haven't seen too many people pushing him around out here, do you?
No.
Wow. And this place was built really for the Golden Knights, a great hockey program here.
Yep.
Terrific. But when you talk about Hockey Town, USA, that's where I live. Come on, man, down to Tampa, 2 Stanley Cups, baby. John Cooper, as good as it gets.
It's hard to argue that, you know.
Beautiful guy, too, John Cooper in the Lightning. You talk about a guy that's quality in every way. Helps me raise so much money for kids. Came to surprise me while I was sick I didn't know he was coming down. My wife knew. Came all the way down to spend time with me. Just a super guy. I love he and his wife, Jessie.
Now, you've done an amazing job. Pediatric cancer research and fighting. Over $44 million raised, just incredible.
Well, I want to get 50. I need 50 million. Somebody out there help me out. Help me out. Also, get my new book. Can you help me out?
Holmgren can't drill that one.
Every dollar for my new book goes to Kids Battling Cancer. Just go to dickvitale.com. Oh, nice drive.
Block, but a foul with 6:41 to go.
But I love when I go down to Beverly Hills. I love walking around UCLA West. What a beautiful campus.
Sure
man.
is.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Mick Cronin saying
Sunshine.
over 100,000 applications for the freshman class last year. I mean, number 1 in the country.
I had no chance getting in UCLA.
You and I both, brother.
I couldn't spell UCLA. They say, spell the university. I'd say U. LC. Oh no, UCLA.
I guess.
Oh, jeez.
At the line.
But I got 2 kids playing tennis at Duke, so they took after their mother.
That's not bad.
They took after my wife rather than me.
Yep.
And I got 2. Well, one right now at Notre Dame. She just came home and have Thanksgiving with her Thursday. She's a sophomore playing tennis.
It's a smart family.
And I got another, my grandson Ryan just committed to Notre Dame for lacrosse.
Wow.
And I got a granddaughter right now who's an outstanding junior tennis player.
Oh.
She's in the 10th grade, so we're going to see where she goes.
Congratulations.
All after my wife, not me.
And we are all just so thrilled, Dickie, to have you back where you belong, courtside, calling college basketball. You've been the voice of college basketball and the soundtrack for winters and the most amazing college games for so long. And it's not the same without you. It's just not.
I'll tell you one thing, all the time. I'm looking at my phone right now. Text messages.
Your phone has been exploding.
Yeah, I can't thank people enough. I love you all, and I really wish I could answer all. And the people have been so good, and it's really been great therapy for me being. I told Dan once someone who interviewed me from Yahoo, and I said, Dan, it's going to be like medicine. It's medicine to me being here. It really is, rather than sitting around and thinking about what could happen, what might happen. There's a lot of thoughts go through your mind, and I'll tell you this, the game's a blowout right now, and I can share to try and hope to inspire some people out there. I want to tell you, it's not just the chemo. What it is all the blood work, all the scans, and all the trips you got to make in terms before you even get to that chemo stage. And it just wears on you, wears on your family. And it's one little philosophy that got me through a lot of this.
Is off the mark there, rebounded away by Gonzaga.
My mom and dad, uneducated, 5th grade, doctor of love, great, beautiful people. And they used to always tell me, I lost my eye as a kid. A lot of people don't know that. I lost my eye as a youngster. And she'd always say to me, Richie was never dead. Richie, don't ever believe in can't. You could be somebody, Richie. And man, I listened to her, and I've tried to utilize that in the battle of cancer when I said, I'm not going to believe in can't. I'm not going to let can't part of my life. And
Well, you've lived that. You know, you really have, and you're living it right now. And I think, you know, so many of the fans have been coming up to say hello to you, are saying hello for everything you've done, not only on the air but off the air over the course of an incredible career. You're 82 years old. You still have the energy of someone who's half your age.
Well, I'll tell you this, Obi, I've been blessed working with great guys like you, whether it be Dan Schulman, Bobo Shuzik, Carl Ravitch, John Shambi, who I'll work with up there in Orlando. Great guys who've really been so good to me. But I just always remembered one thing. My parents taught me this, and I wish everybody would do this. We have more love in our nation. She'd always say to me and my dad, Richie, treat people how you want to be treated. If we all treated one another like we want to be treated, we wouldn't have all this hate that we have. We need more love in our nation. We got to reach out for each other, put arms around each other, whether black, white, rich, poor, Christian, Jewish, doesn't matter. Let's love one another.
Are you going to hug me now?
Yeah, I'll hug you right here. I'm going to hug you right here.
Gonzaga with a basket, but they needed a lot more of those early to make a game of it early on here in Las Vegas.
No, it's been all right out of the gate, right out of the chute. Something I didn't anticipate, you didn't anticipate.
Nope.
We didn't think we'd have to use Fuller material talking about the Golden Knights and things of that nature, but it's been all Gonzaga. Just like it was against Texas. People were anticipating a big game against Texas.
Denmark with another terrific move. He's put on a display.
What a show he's put on.
Really has been the player of the game.
Yeah, I would say co-player, him and Holmgren.
Yes.
They both really have dominated the action.
22 for the point guard for the Zags.
Yeah, he's been the leader here.
Marquez got a good look.
That's been a major problem. Defensively has been a problem, but also making shots. Wide open shots. Got to convert those. I love that uniform, though. When I see those 4 letters, greatness just pops into my face.
Sure.
And I think of all the great players that have worn that uniform, UCLA.
There's certainly better days ahead this season for Mick Cronin's team. They're just too talented, but Gonzaga put on a show from minute 1. And a statement as the best team in the country. A little fall away there by Timmy. They got another test coming up because they don't back down from anybody. Duke Blue Devils on Friday. Number 1 against number 5 on ESPN.
You know, certainly when Sean mentioned it, BYU, Santa Clara, San Francisco, St. Mary's are all unbeaten entering tonight out of the WCC.
Shot clock to 1 and a heave.
St. Mary's and Randy Bennett. Good win over Notre Dame. Good win over Oregon. That's UCLA.
That's Clark.
That's UCLA running with the basketball in transition. We haven't seen much of that here tonight.
No. Not by the guys in the UCLA uniforms, that's for sure, but you have from the Bulldogs.
You know, Broncos have scored at least 84 points in every game. Santa Clara, they've beaten, I looked it up here, TCU, Stanford, Nevada. Herb Sender doing a heck of a job.
Traveling violation. Few is angry about that. He's still over there coaching like it's a 1-point game. With 3:19 to play.
Nice little pass. That's Tiger Campbell with the pass, and there's the jam, baby.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Camping World, America's #1 RV dealer. And BioSteel, the official hydration partner of the Empire Classic. BioSteel, clean, healthy hydration. Let's go inside the play, driven by Continental Tire. And Holmgren has been as advertised.
Blocking shots, taking the ball. Watch this, America. Watch this. Look at this here. Little around the back. Yes, sir. Up and away. Jam City. Mr. Holmgren, the king. King Chet down there in Spokane, from Minnesota. Oh man, the University of Minnesota kept all those kids home. Think about Suggs and him.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep, that school together. 76-57 Gonzaga.
So much fun being here, man. So much fun, even though it's a blowout. I was hoping it was close.
A little over 3 minutes to play. Gonzaga looking like they're about to go to 6-0 in the season. UCLA 5-0 at the moment. And Bernard with the slow dribble. Back Marquez pushing it up against Timmy. Oh. And he went down hard. And the big fella getting helped up appears to be all right. Holmgren took a pretty good tumble. Looks like he's all right. He's hanging in.
You know, one thing you say is I look forward to is getting back Cody Riley. 6'9½", double-figure scorer. He gives you post presence that he can score. And that's going to be a big plus for them, too, to add to their current personnel.
That goes against Johnny Juzang. Number 2 on him.
I think when you think about Tommy Lloyd used to be the assistant for years there with Mark Few, and really that score, when I looked at the Michigan score, blew me away.
Yeah.
But Mick had told me ahead of time, he said Sean Miller left him a lot of good players. You know, and sure, there's nobody can question. He was a really solid tactician and a coach. Unfortunately, there came some of those situations with the NCAA, but man, he can coach. Young guys learn, they make a mistake or two and get back.
Mark kicks it out for Holmgren.
So unselfish, Holmgren.
2 to get off a shot. In transition now, the talented youngster Watson for Bernard, and he lays it in.
Nice play by Watson right there. He's rated very high in the eyes of the NBA people. He's going to be a very good player at UCLA this year.
Coming up 19 points yesterday against Bellarmine.
You know, Bellarmine coached by an outstanding coach. Coach Davenport really knows the game inside out. People rave about him.
He and Mick Cronin very close.
So is Rick Pitino. Had known a lot about him as well. Sang his praises.
Well, now you're hearing the Gonzaga fans. You've heard them all night long, and they love their team. And why wouldn't they love this team?
That kettle rocks and rolls.
Oh.
And you say he's going to get back when he get fans, sell that place over. I mean, are you kidding me? Come on, man. A 7-footer, great touch, range. What an unbelievable, multi-skilled superstar.
He has 15. And Bernard floats in 2 more.
His 15's worth like about 30. When you factor in the ability, what he does psychologically, teams with his shot blocking ability.
Well, to me, that's probably the single most impressive thing tonight. How many shots he altered early in this game when they started to run away with it.
And that really affected their shooting as well. And that was a big concern. Mick, I asked Mick Cronin, what's your biggest concern about facing a guy when you're talking about Holmgren? He said his shot blocking ability. Ability to alter shots. Mick knows the game, man. I'm a big fan of Mick Cronin.
Tonight, after this one, it's SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt. We'll take you inside this game as Dickie V will join that show. Plus, a new top 4 has been unveiled. Reese Davis breaking down the newest college football playoff rankings. And from pumpkin pie to the Detroit Lions, Scott dishes out his booze and woos for Thanksgiving.
Gotta win, man. The Lions gotta get a W. They gotta get a W. I used to live in Michigan. They were good. They go, Scott Van Pelt, talk about a superstar. We honored him last year at my gala. He was sensational. Helped us we raised $6.5 million for the night.
Wow.
Yeah, Scott's good people, knows the game, loves Maryland.
Strother from the corner. Holmgren taps the rebound. He's on the line.
I would have him out of the lineup. Now, why get a chance of an injury? 40 minutes left. Get him out of the lineup. Well done, my friend. Well done, Diaper Dandy. Mike Hughes, no Diaper Dandy. He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Holmgren coming out to standing O from the Gonzaga faithful. Wonderful performance. You say that about the whole team.
The whole team was terrific. Coaching staff, team, they were ready, they were focused, and they performed. A lot of hugs. It's great to see a guy that's loved by his teammates, people around. No crazy ego. He shoots the ball really well normally. He struggled big time, Mr. Bernard, tonight.
And a whistle here with 25.7 to play.
Come on, man, let's win this game. Get it over. I want to get out with Scott. I got to go munch out. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm starving. I was so nervous all day in the room. First day of school. I thought Jimmy Patero, our tremendous president, called me up. I said, Jimmy, I'm nervous, Jack. I haven't been out there. This is my first game since March 10th, 2020, when I was here in Vegas. This is my first game since then live. Last year was all at home.
Yeah.
You know, we got our games at home. It's a different ballgame.
Well, we should always have Dickie V live and in person courtside. This is where you belong, and thanks so much for being here. I know you weren't going to miss it for the world. I know you were nervous, but coming back under these circumstances, continue your battle, my friend, and you are the best.
I love you, Obi. Love you. You're a tremendous guy. And next year we're going to get your Red Sox. I'm Rays are going to get your Red Sox.
Okay, still lay it in with 10 seconds to go.
I love that guy. He can play for me any day of the week. Keys. And I didn't have a typical great game. He's a tough, tenacious competitor. We didn't see the real Tiger Campbell either. It was all Gonzaga.
Yes. It certainly belonged to the Zags. From start to finish, 83-63. For my partner, the great Dick Vitale, I'm Dave O'Brien, and for Sean Farnham, thanks for joining us. SVP is coming your way next. 83-63, Gonzaga